Entering the world of trading can both be exciting and scary because in the world we live in today, there's so much opportunity, but with all that comes equal amounts of risk. And with all the scams out there today, you can easily get sucked into something that will end up losing you money instead of creating more money, which is why you got into trading in the first place. So to help you guys go about this the right way, I thought it'd be useful to share my 5 major red flags to be aware of and avoid at all costs. So with this knowledge, you can then hopefully make a success of your trading without falling victim to one of these common traps when thinking about getting into the world of trading. All right, the first one, probably the biggest one, definitely the most common one that I get asked questions about is brokers, unregulated brokers. That is a big red flag. Any broker that isn't regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, or any other reputable regulatory body is a big red flag. And the reason this is so important is because when you're trading with unregulated brokers, it increases the risk of fraud, poor execution, the lack of protection of your capital in case of disputes. And the chances are, if there's ever a big gap in the market or some big catastrophe and the market slips, you're probably not going to get your money back. So do your due diligence on your broker. I've created an entire video that you can go and watch above on how to select a great broker. I've broken it down, I've given you guys a tool, so go and watch that video. It is an hour of your time well spent. The second one is anyone who's promoting promised guaranteed returns. Now there's a ton of scam accounts of me and fake accounts of me asking people for money. There's people creating AI voice generated versions of videos of me promoting meme coins and all this crazy stuff. But there's also a lot of people using my name to say, I can guarantee you this return or guarantee you that return, or any trading educator that is saying you can make X amount of money in a certain amount of time. That is a massive, massive red flag. Any professional trader knows that you don't know when you're going to make a certain return. So any service or individual or platform that promises guarantees of high returns or guaranteed returns at all in a certain time period with little risk, well then run a mile, because in trading it is inherently risky if you don't know what you're doing, and anyone promising guaranteed profits is very likely misleading you up the garden path. And you'll hand over your money, and some of them might even give you a good return or make it look like you've earned some money in the first instance to get you hooked. Then you'll deposit a larger amount of money, and this is what a lot of them are doing. They're basically getting you to deposit some money. You get a taste for it, they build their trust with you by showing you that they've made a bit of money for you. They might even pay you out. But then you deposit more because they've promised the next big thing, and then you lose it all, or you try and contact them and you can't get your money, you can't get in contact with them. That is a massive red flag.
He's all fucking happy. He wants to cash in, liquidate, take his fucking money and run home. You don't let him do that.
Learn how to trade yourself and manage your own money. Any speculation that you introduce into your wealth creation, you should be managing yourself, as far as I'm concerned. So just to recap that one, trading requires an understanding of risk and avoiding the lure of easy money. So just by taking that approach, you're probably not going to be too good at trading anyway. Number 3 is the pressure to trade or deposit funds. Now it's very similar to the second red flag, but the difference with this one is there are certain brokers or mentors who pressure you to start trading, and you can pick up on that. And you know, the more quickly you deposit money and start trading, they will push you into that because there's an agenda behind it. And high pressure tactics are often used by brokers who benefit from your losses. So they've either got you on a B book where they're taking the opposite side of your trade, or if an educator's pushing you to open a broker account and start trading, it's because they're getting a kickback from the broker. So because the incentive is skewed that way, it's then not in your best interest to be long-term profitable. So it goes from your success long-term into their pocket, very immediate gratification. So you need to be wary of that, because that is a massive red flag. Have a disciplined approach. Successful trading is a marathon and not a sprint. So if anyone's trying to get you to sprint, run the opposite direction. Number 4 is a big one to me, and that is a lack of transparency. particularly in fees and charges. If you open a broker account and you see a spread or a commission and then they change it or don't honor that, that is a big red flag. If brokers or trading platforms aren't transparent about their fees or their spreads or their charges, get out of there. And the reason this is so important is because hidden fees can really eat into your profit. 1% over a long period of time makes a big difference. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. 1% here and there, you might think isn't a lot of money, but over a longer period of time, it's like a death by 1,000 cuts, and it can be damaging to your trading. So before you get into trading, just understand the costs involved in trading. Know how to factor in things like negative carry and broker fees and rollover costs so that you can manage your accounts effectively and avoid unexpected losses, because that's what all these hidden fees are losses. And number 5, which is a really, really important one, is if you're going into a broker or some educator or some coach or mentor, if they've got poor education, that is a big red flag. I know there is a big educator who's just under the spotlight at the moment, as he's had his YouTube channel taken down for damaging, harmful content. But over the years, they've built up this reputation as being the biggest trading educator in the world. And guess what? No, they don't provide value to anyone. There's not one testimonial, one case study. There's no nice words about that company through the entire history of it trading. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's no quality education. They haven't got your best interest at heart. They want to take your money. They don't want to teach you. They don't want to empower you. And any broker or mentor that doesn't provide quality education resources or pushes some subpar educational content out to you to keep you in darkened is not having your best interest at heart. They don't want you to succeed as a trader. They don't care about your future as a trader. Education in trading is absolutely critical. And if your educator isn't teaching you step by step so that you don't need them anymore, so they show you everything and you can stand on their shoulders instead of keeping you in darkened, then it's not worth doing. It's a big red flag and you should run a mile. Not only that, continuous learning and developing of solid strategy and refining and optimizing your strategy requires continuous education. So if it's just one class or just teaching you a strategy or something like that, it's very partial. It's not going to pay dividends to your long-term success as a trader. So if your platform or mentor or coach downplays the importance of education or offers some dubious content, then it's a sign that they might not have your best interests at heart. Okay, and I want to kind of give you a bonus one, which I think is the most important, and that is mindset and discipline. Now, you have to have a strong discipline. Mindset is key to success in any trading. And if you encounter a situation whereby you're being encouraged to trade based on emotion without a clear plan, then that is a massive red flag. In other words, if there's any educator or broker trying to sell you the excitement of being in the trade or getting involved with the markets, that's a no-no. You know that consistently profitable trading comes from consistent trading, and consistent trading comes from a consistent plan. And when you have a plan that way, your trading becomes systematic and monotonous and mundane, and there's no excitement about it. And guess what? Boring means profits. Get that tattooed on your forehead. Boring means profits. That's the only way you're going to make money long term in any business, let alone trading. So that's a wrap. That's my main red flags. There's plenty more that I can think of, but these are the big ones. And remember, the key to long-term success in trading isn't just about spotting opportunities, but also avoiding traps that can take you out of the game, literally, or at least be very timely and costly for you, and maybe never get you to where you want to be. So be vigilant, trust your process, and don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. And if you found value in this video, please smash the like button and share it so that we can get this important information out to everyone else who's looking for the same success as you and they don't know how to blow their money either. And maybe save them from losing their money to some of these scams. So let me know in the comments any red flags that you would contribute to this community. I love this community here that we've developed on this channel. We all want to help each other grow. And until next time, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you then.